Hi fam, and welcome back to our second episode of our podcast, Youth and Changing Tech Trends. I'm Tawhida Ali. Today we are going to talk about an interesting topic, social media and mental health. I've been waiting for this topic. I'll let my co-host introduce herself.
Hello guys, my name is Caroline Wavinya, and on our today's episode we'll be talking about the psychological effects of social media, the social media addiction, the algorithms used in social media, and we're also going to talk about the impact of social media use. Talking about psychological effects of social media, we have like fear of missing out. Unapata like you have seen your friend like alikuwa kwa event and you didn't know about that event, so you feel like sasa mbona nimeacha kwa event, sasa why didn't I know about it? So like you start feeling bad about it. Yeah,
and sometimes you might even end breaking up the friendship because of like feel like, oh, my friends are not considering me as one of them. I also feel like sometimes these the challenges that we have on TikTok, Hello, you'll hear, I don't know this song, people are dancing, and there is that individual that won't want to miss out any challenge. Like, kuna those kinds of people who like anything that comes out kwa TikTok, they have to do it. If it's a hair tutorial, it's a dance challenge, it's a cooking challenge, they say we don't want to miss out.
And then there is this other thing about like having that pressure to maintain like that
positivity.
Yeah, that good image, that fancy life. When I feel like ukiangalia like most influencers like utapata they want to like go to mtu onekane na followers wake ako Maldives, like just kuplace tu watu wako, but maybe behind the scenes.
Yeah, but the reality is that I think the life you are trying to show on social media isn't the life that some of us are living.
True.
Because maybe I'm following this person, I'm doing a follow-up on this person, then I see her posting to say, hello, she's at Kempinski, Kesho, she is at this hotel. I'm like, oh, this girl, maybe she's too fancy, she's too rich. But in reality, maybe that's her first and last time reaching that place, you know? So I think we as youth mostly, we should be able to like accept ourselves for who we are. Tusikubali kukua drawn na life ya social media. Social media isn't real. Mimi naona social media life isn't real. Because maybe someone is showing off because social media is happy. In real life, they are sad. They're going through a lot. So, tujikubali, guys.
And you see like something like that, let's say now at this age we are, let's say we got 22, and then you're seeing a 22-year-old influencer somewhere, a couple living a lavish life, then you're like, guy, kwani mimi nimekuwa nikifanya nini miaka yangu yote? Yeah, you feel
like,
bad.
Yeah, you feel like, oh, I'm not yet successful. Look, my age mates are successful. So, let's stay real, actually. We should be staying real, my people. Don't copy other people's life. Live your life the way uko. Accept yourself.
Yeah, and to like people to learn like life in a taking stages. Like unapata the way this person ako 22 and they have money, you don't expect pia wao uishi maisha the same. Kila mtu anakuanga na
different we have different status of people, so we should just accept ourselves.
Yeah.
And also kuna history ya notification. Kuna mtu akiinuka akiwa amekosa notification kwa simu yake, that person cannot survive the day. Like there are people who have this like, should I say, anxiety?
Yeah.
They want notification, and maybe someone liked their post, someone texted them asking them where they are, like it's just that's of social media. That's a thing of social media. You just want to be known, you want to be famous. So missing notification, missing views, missing comments on your posts, kuna mtu anaweza kuwa mgonjwa because of that.
Yeah, most of them I feel like wanakuanga wanataka kujua, guy, what are these people saying about me? Watu wamelike, watu wameona. Yeah.
And tukiangalia sasa with that, you realize that sometimes you are emotionally drained.
Yeah.
So that's where the aspect of psychology comes in. Like, I post a photo of me, it's already 1 year, I just have 5 likes. What will I think of myself? Maybe I'm not worthy enough. Maybe I need to adjust on this, But the thing is, sometimes social media, hizo comments, they're not really good.
Yeah.
They are not.
About like those likes, like utapata like someone anaweza shukwa na ile ya kwani I'm doing the same challenge that let's say like Aziad did. Mbona alipata comments like akapata likes mingi kwani anti pretty like
you are having low self esteem.
Yeah.
Because of that, like hakuna moral kwa social media. Maybe sometimes people don't know you. What you are like, I think this social media platforms such as TikTok, Instagram, obviously you have to be an influencer, or you have to be someone known for you to get like your attention. But sasa kama I say I'm posting myself, I'm looking for followers, it's not that easy. It's a journey.
But I feel like it's more about the engaging content more than unaweza pata kuna watu wengi wanakuanga na a lot of like, it's not because they are famous.
Yeah,
it's about the content you're posting. Is it engaging stuff?
That's true. And also I feel like another aspect that we should talk about is depression and low self-esteem. Yeah? Like most of us, the youth, Monzo, like most of us are going through a rough mental face na depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, like paka mtu hajikubali the way yuko.
Yeah.
Like am I enough? Am I worth?
Yeah, like you see, unaweza pata like you saw like someone somewhere posting about like their fitness journey and stuff, then you're there, you look at yourself and then you're like, guy, maybe don't I have like that?
But you end up comparing yourself to other people. Mfano sasa naona mtu she's fit and I'm like, oh, when will I be like her? Ama I see a girl, maybe she's into these tutorial things za makeup and I'm not a makeup person, so I'm getting that pressure.
You don't have that like money to buy these makeup kits.
So I'm getting that pressure of when will I'm comparing myself to her, and that is not actually good. And also hiyo mambo na depression sometimes comes in when social media, it has made, we can say it's good, people are able to connect with other people outside, but also kuna hii isolation. Kuna venye I can stay the whole day in my room just with my phone. I'm on social media. I'm not interacting with my siblings, with my family,
Yeah, unapata you have a lot of screen time more than how you are
interacting, real-time engagement.
And then about depression, you see like these people who are regular, like post regularly. Then you see like maybe someone has commented a bad thing, maybe body shaming you, unashikwa na hiyo, maybe unakuwa depressed.
Yeah.
All the time, like you're just having pictures of these like comments, the way they are, the way people were mean to you. Yeah, unapata watu wanakuwa depressed, others they end up killing themselves because of just some mere comments. Because
mtu anakuambia kaa utulie, we don't want to know you.
At the end of it, I feel like all these things that our watu wanakuanga wakisema, they just you're not supposed like to put them in mind, like absorbing that negative energy. You should just expel it. Because
sometimes like you end up posting something on social media because you're seeking validation.
Yeah.
Like I'm posting myself, but there is an intention as to I post myself.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm looking for a person to tell me, oh, you are fit, you are pretty, you look rich, you look elegant, Yeah. But sasa, I post myself, no one comments, no one likes, so I'll be like, am I, who am I?
Hata uoni shares, hakuna mtu hata ameshare your video.
Ama hata views labda zifiki hata 100.
Yeah.
So hapo ndo some have depression, mtu anaanza stress over that thing, and that's life. Si lazima tukue famous, my friends.
But now, you find like watu wanataka like to be in the, do you call it limelight? Yeah, unataka like kila mtu akujue, ndo like maybe ndo feel sasa ndo una fit in sasa.
Because I think there is a movie I once saw about, it's all about social media and mental health. In all mostly our schools, kuna those popular girls, the known girls, the queens of the school, the baddies. Then there is this girl who is not known. Like, she's just in the school, just like anybody else. So she wants fame. She wants to be known. She wants to be given attention. What she does is imitating the other girls from her school. Kuna the queen, the bully, the what. So she's imitating for her to get likes. Imagine that is what made her famous. But the consequences of her being famous were bad. Like, it was just horrible. She just had people started to blackmail her. Impersonation into someone comes tell you, oh, I'm this person, do you know me? Kumbe it's another person. So, you know, social media kuna a lot of impersonation.
A lot. Okay. Kwanza, when you talk about blackmail, there was this story I saw on TikTok of a certain boy. You see, like, the way you interact with people you don't know on, let's say, kama kwa Snap.
Yeah.
Then there was this guy blackmailing him of some pictures. Yeah. And then he had to send to the stranger $100. And so you see, sahi, maybe si kila mtu anaweza pata hiyo pesa, then because you don't have it, and then unafia ile ya sasa hizi picha zangu ziklik, kila mtu atanijua, nikitokea mahali people will be saying, si ni yule kijana, si ni yule msichana.
Yeah.
So the guy ended up killing himself. Nani kijana tu mianga, 17-year-old boy. And I feel like people wanafaa kuminimize that nini. Unacheck kwanza the content that unatuma kwa hiyo platform, unaangalia nikituma hii content in the coming, let's say, like,
what's the impact of it later? Will it ever affect me in my life? That's true. Because I feel like we should also be able to talk out to the people around us, any close to us, our friends, our families, because sometimes they might be going through something, maybe depression, especially like most of us, the youth, tunapitia a lot of depression, maybe because of schools, money, and a lot of things, family issues. So, like, if you're going through something, just tell a person. Maybe una do. Aina haja like ati you do something that's not right, because unajua if I go this way, I'll get money easily. Mm-hmm. So rather than doing that, you better talk to a person close to you. Karo, nimepungukiwa na 1,000. Waiza nikopa, I'll pay you back, you know? Rather than doing something that will impact your life, your future, maybe sometimes it can ruin your name, your image, you know?
Yeah. So, but you see, like, let's say you're an influencer. Unapata like uko na hiyo fia ya kuenda kukopa pesa kutoka kwa beshte yako, unasema siku yenye tutakosana, huyu mtu ataweka receipts hapo, evidence nilimuomba pesa, people ataanza kuniita broki.
So the problem is, I think the main problem that most of us are going through, we don't want to accept, is we have this, what if people say this, what if people, like, we just feel it's all about the people.
We care more about what other people are saying,
and especially the people that we think we care about. See, real people, it's social media people who don't even know you. Maybe some of social media. Some know you because of social media. Some other, they have never met you, and I don't think if they'll ever want to meet you, you know. So I think we should just be real, bana.
Yeah, and people like should like embrace wanafaa embrace kuwa the real them, more than like living that life of pleasing their followers, pleasing like the audience think kuwa please. Just live your life kama maisha yako venye iko, kama like you living in a bedsitter, ka bedsitter yako happily.
There is no need to fake once kudanganya watu you are going to 5-star and you are not, my friend, please.
Na saizo umechukua loan. Equity wanakuangaisha uko na messages wakikwambia you have to repay your loan.
Because then ukiangalia with that, we realize that most of the people, they are ready to just do anything, literally anything, because of social media content, coming up with a content like I'm ready to just do anything for the sake of TikTok. But we don't even think about the impact of that thing that I'm going to do. How is it going to impact my future? Maybe my career. There is something that I can do about to impact my career in a way that maybe if I leave, I go somewhere else nakosa kazi because of one single thing that I did for social media.
Yeah, you see, like whatever you post inakaanga tu hapo, and
it's history, my friend. Whatever you post, know that one day it will turn against you.
Yeah. Then talking about social media addiction, a lot of people are addicted to social media. You can find like unapata mtu like spend like a whole day haezi kaa without like kuingia Instagram, maybe to check the trending things.
Snapchat, the first thing you wake up thinking about is streaks. Sijatumia watu streaks. Wacha zisikufe.
Hujakuwa streak ya TikTok.
Yeah, nakwambia we. The addiction is really bad in a way that I think it also stops people from doing their daily activities.
Yeah.
Because maybe I'm supposed to wake up at 7, do some things, go to work and everything. But kuna mtu hiyo time maybe atainuka kama ni 7 mpaka 8. Instead of preparing themselves to work ama to school or to what, it's social media. Hebu nione what's trending on TikTok. Hebu sija post. Hebu sija streak. Hebu sija what. Addiction is bad.
Yeah, it's really bad to like unapatanga to an extent that like ukizoea hiyo kitu, it's something like it's like una program akili yako. The first thing when you wake up ni kuangalia simu, and that actually like you see like most of the youths ndo tunaweza sema we are addicted to social media and stuff. Inaweza kufanya usikue productive. Maybe during the day uko hapo, you're just like you're working a little bit, then you're like hebu acha nione chenye ina trend,
hebu nione kama nimetextiwa kama sijatextiwa.
Yeah, and then you end up not being productive because like uko addicted to kushinda ukiangalia social media what's there.
And also I think kama pia sleeping, social media it affects our sleeping routines. Because uweza pata mtu amekaa na simu from the whole day you are with your phone, but imefika ile jioni, unajua jioni ni masaa umetoka kazi, you need to rest, umetoka shule, you need to rest, but someone ataka na simu from saa 1, saa 2 to saa 8 za usiku, all those hours just scrolling. I think that's unhealthy actually.
Yeah.
Because mwanzo macho zenyewe huwa they have a lot of issues, so that's when you are inviting ugonjwa za macho. You can't sleep at night, maybe other than social media things you are watching, it's anxiety. You are already having anxiety, depression is there. So I think we should also learn to minimize our scrolling ama our screen time for us to have a productive neneo.
Like in short, like people should just embrace, like wanafaa kuwa na like some, should I say healthy sleeping patterns?
Yeah.
Because like they are unafaa kulala 7 hours, then you find that unaamka saa 1, you prepare to go to work, and then umelala saa 10 shwali. Umelala nini?
You are exhausted. No, that's when you are going to work. Maybe you are sleeping. You are going to class. You are sleeping because the whole night you have not slept. And usiku tumekiwa ni ya kulala, si ya ku scroll.
Yeah, and actually like to minimize like your like screen time ya social media ama ya kutumia simu, the gadgets, I feel like people like unafaa kujiekea like we have like settings unaeka time, like screen time. Tunapata like simu ikifika asubuhi 6 ndio naweza tumia simu, usiku ikifika saa 4 simu inaenda like down time hivyo, unapata you can't use that phone. Ndio ujipe hata we time yako, you have your time, you think about productivity.
We also need to know that we need time not only for our social media accounts and everything. We need time to sit with our families. We need time to sit with our siblings. I mean families hapo kuna your parents, your siblings.
Hata pia like you get your own time to sit and think about
yourself, what you want, See, like if I stay the whole day with my phone, I'm not even going to think what I want in like maybe I know the phone kuna positive and negative side, but mostly tunakuwa more addicted to just watching TikTok, just getting snaps and what,
Yeah.
So the other side of positivity ni kidogo, less youth are focusing on it.
Yeah.
We can also talk about manipulation and personalization.
Yeah, that's about the impacts of it. Like,
Yeah.
you see, like personalization, I feel like that's about the content that you are supposed to see, like the ads and stuff. But you see now, like, unapata most of it, it's like manipulative content. Unapata people are there posting about, you see, like, how watu wanakwambianga, oh, enda kula spoon moja ya cayenne pepper, utakonda within 7 days. And then you're there, then most teenagers, like, unapatanga, they have that, like, addiction to, like, wanataka kuwa fit.
Yeah.
And then you're there, wanataka pia we kukua fit. Watu wana end up consuming things that they are not good for their health, and zina end up ku affect vibaya.
And also, if you realize kuna this algorithm thing where what I'm going to search is what will be
Inaleta kwa FYP
yangu. So tuseme sahi I search about a dancing challenge, anxiety, that is what will be trending in my FYP. Same to like sasa kama uko obsessed na mambo kama na being fit and everything, that is what it will be bringing to you. And sometimes you can see some things that maybe are hurtful ama kind of abusive, that may end up like peer impact you. Because unaweza ona kitu and be like, oh, what if this thing is talking about me? Because sometimes you can see a video and like, hey, this video is completely talking about me.
Ama unapata tu quotes tuko hapo hata si wewe, but because you are going through a similar situation,
you feel related.
Yeah, una relate to that thing, then you end up thinking more about that thing instead of thinking of how you are supposed like to work on this thing, though like you be over it.
Yeah, because so sometimes I think what we should do is looking for like legit websites ama legit influencers ama kind of
like,
so that najua the content I'm getting I'm consuming from this person is a real content, is not manipulative, na it really works. Because sometimes you're really going like, oh, I want to try this, then you're seeing nothing. Kumbe it's just a person who is posting that for the sake of nataka views, he wants followers, he wants views, he wants likes, and you're there doing things that maybe they're not even relevant. I've encountered this mostly on TikTok. Paka I'm like, sometimes it pisses me because someone says, if you click this arrow, you will see how people have saved you in their WhatsApp contact. Only for you to click and see nothing. I'm like, how is this? How is this? I don't see it. And it's been like everyone is doing that.
And another thing about talking about these links, sometimes we find like ni kama sort of clickbaits. Do you call them that? Then it's just content ya mtu tu anataka tu kupata likes, and then ama we find that someone is there telling you ati if you write this name on this paper, that person will be obsessed with you, ama you'll see what's bewitched you.
Come on, have you seen this trending challenge? Yeah, TikTok, where they're saying life is so private that nobody knows I'm the one who said Mary has a big tooth in the Colgate advert. I'm like, and where is the real actress? Because sasa everyone on TikTok is saying she's Mary, everyone is Mary. So
but I feel the challenges are sort of bad, because let's say you do like life is so like private, then you say that people don't know you are a billionaire's daughter. Imagine getting kidnapped.
Because in fact, I think some people kuna watu maybe you can say they have obsession, so they'll be like, I'm following Caro, I want to know her moves. Whatever you post, that person is interested in whatever you post, whatever you do. Then suddenly you're being attacked. You don't know how. Kumba, it's the thing you're posting on social media. Maybe I'm posting, oh guys, so I'm going for a vacation in Maldives, in wapi uko. Then that person, oh, this is the right time for me to go and grab Semeha and attack her house,
Yeah.
So I think we should also be cautious, and we filter what you are posting on our social media platforms. To post like every situation you're going through, post. Sometimes you can be going through a hard situation, and instead of people consoling you, they're using that chance to bully you. Some people will be like, we don't need to hear about you. Kuna some people are so mean.
Yeah, true.
So I think we should also be able to, not everything that we go through as human beings, we should post on social media. It's better you be private sometimes.
Then about the content people are consuming and how like venye mtu anaweza like consume the right content, then we avoid this thing of people are being bullied kwa social media. I feel like mtu anafaa kuengage in healthy content kama like sisemi watu mkasikiza ati motivational speaker like una engage in like the positive content, unaacha kufollow like lifestyle ya watu, because like when you follow that lifestyle you'll have that pressure, na hiyo pressure inaweza kupush like
yeah, that's true.
Unajipata most kwanza in crime, unaenda unaiba maybe ndo ukuwe na hiyo kitu, ama like unaenda up like giving priorities things that are
not
of
necessary.
no priority. Yeah.
Because honestly, like what you said is true. Utapata, maybe I want to be like influencer, maybe I can say.
Nataka kuishi maisha ya like there's this TikTok girl Lisa Gitau, like she has like akona unapatanga like kama amefanya videos hapo the way like she moved out after graduation from the house she was living to another, amenunua hiki, then pia wewe unataka pia ukimaliza shule move out and you don't have that money.
Yeah, because sometimes, okay, we can have people who we are looking forward to, like kama we can say that our mentors, our role models, but sasa social media, I feel like kuna venye people are being yani wana compare, like sasa mbona, why is this influencer like this, mbona mimi nisiwe kama Aziad, mbona mimi nisiwe kama sijui nani, like I'm trying to compare my life with hers, wakati maybe we are two different people from two different worlds. Yeah. That is what we should know. Like you're trying to compare yourself with someone ambaye like you don't know what, maybe they have things they're going through, lakini
they don't post them. They just like keeping those things and then feeding you with that like your fancy lifestyle content. Ndo that's whereby unapatanga like mtu ana feel like hakuna progress ana make in his or her life, anaona ni kama stagnate at one place, yet ailewi like maybe kuna kitu mtu aonyeshi.
Yeah, because kama there is this story of a girl, she used to be like a known girl, loved girl, a social media girl. Everyone was like, oh, this girl. Kumbe, the real life of that girl, okay, she looked happy, she looked fit, she had a nice body. But the real thing, she was having eating disorders. And people didn't know. So me, I'm like, oh, so you'll be like, oh, I want to be like her. She's so pretty, she's so good, she's so fit. But so she's cool. She's having eating disorders. Paka, that's when it was unveiled. People were like, huh?
And then that's when people start trolling you.
They start saying, kumbe ni hivi. So, people tend to hide their emotions that they're going through kwa social media. Na sasa sisi, we tend to see the positive side. We don't want to know like, that human beings just like us and they are going through things maybe just like us, but they're just hiding it. So learn to accept yourself, learn to accept your situation, learn to accept where you're coming from.
About like the positive impacts of social media has like good benefits. You can find like you can post yourself what you do and then boom, kazi ndo hiyo, ndio unapata kazi mara moja na like una have a good life. Ama tu unapata like you can market your businesses through like social media, you get more clients, you get more like unapata a lot of engagement of your content by people. And
also, I feel like from social media, in fact, you can get an idea of our work. Maybe I'm just idle. I'm not tired.
yeah,
And I'm looking for a job. Naisa scroll through TikTok and something comes and I'm like, oh, I can do this. Why shouldn't I start doing this? Sindio?
ama you find a person hiring, then you're like, oh, let me apply for this.
Yeah, maybe that's how you're going to win.
Yeah.
So we should not only like overlook the negative side, but there is also the other positive side of social media that most of us maybe hatuzingatii ama hatuangalii sana, but it has a positive impact to the people. Most of the people say that kama content creators, they're getting a lot of money because of social media.
Yeah, so they become brand ambassadors.
Yeah. It's because they also knew how to use it positively. See, you just stay the whole day using your phone, just scrolling on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat. While you're time, you can look for works. You can look for maybe something creative to do. Other squeezy, if you don't know how to cook, social media is there to teach you.
Unaangalia recipes zako kwa YouTube.
You don't know how to clean something, social media is there to teach you. You don't know how to pronounce this word, social media is there to teach you. You want to learn this new language, social media is there to teach you. Like, we should embrace social media. Okay, we know there is, in everything, in every place, there is a positive part and a negative part. Yeah. So the positive part is, like, it's here to teach us a lot.
Yeah.
Instead of us just using it negatively, let us take time and use it positively.
True.
And also kuna this app where you can monitor your usage of apps. Like for my well-being, maybe for my mental health, for my sleep health, I decide badala ya kutumia simu yangu paka saa 8 za usiku ama saa 7 za usiku, I can just put on the settings ama download such apps
like
to
sort
monitor.
of kuweka downtime.
Yeah. That's better compared to ulale saa 9 and saa 1 you need to go to work.
Listeners, we've come to the end of our episode, and it was such a nice episode. We hope you'll enjoy it, and you subscribe to our social media platforms at TechTrends Media. You listen to our podcasts at Spotify, and don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. And you can also give your views about what maybe you can want us to discuss next about in our next episode.
Thank you so much for listening to us. It was really a nice session. I really loved it. It was interactive. It's a nice topic,
Yeah.
See you on the next episode. I'm Tauhida Ali.
I'm Caroline Wavinya.